Welcome back to our channel Quick Learning. So, now our topic of presentation is the generational differences matter when it comes to technology usage. So, basically, this whole presentation is based on our research, and it's not just the fake news, it's all the authentic news that you can use in your any research project or in your presentations, in your assignments, and so on. So, this picture shows that the number one old lady is the greatest of all. Then we have a silent generation, then boomers, then we have generation X, then millennials, then generation Z, and then generation alpha. So these are the names that is assigned by a scientist to every generation depending upon their age and in which year they are born. So I can tell you this in a little bit detail in my further slides. So for just now you have to know that there are mainly six types of generation. Number one is the silent, then boomers, then generation X, then millennials, then generation Z, and lastly generation alpha. So research on generational differences tells us a lot about age related attitudes and experiences when it comes to technology usage. So, the Fee Research Center's Internet and American Life project regularly studies Internet and technology usage to understand changes and trends among and between the generations. So, they note that the newest generation, which they call Generation Z, has yet to get a defined starting date, but they have determined the starting date as 1977. So this slide tells you that the Generation Z are the people who born in 1997. So this is a very self-explanatory graph that shows you and tells you about the generations. On the right hand side, you can see the generation age. The age of silent generation is 74 to 91, and they are born in you can see the in 90 in the horizontal graph we have different numbers from 1920 to 2020. So number one is 1920, they are the greatest, as you can see the remember the first picture. Then in 1940, that is born in 1928 to 45, they are called the silent generation. Their age is like 74 to 91. Then we have 1960, they can be born in 1946 to 1964, and they are called the boomers. On right hand side you can see the graph boomers, their age will be from 55 to 73, like 73 to 55. Okay, then we have in the horizontally we have 1980. So these people are born in 1965 to 1980, like they are born in between. This is the range maximum and minimum, and this generation is called the generation X. So according to this their age is like 39 to 54. Again this is the range, so it can be 39 to 40, 50, 60, 50, 51, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, then in 2000 these people are born from 1981 to 1996, and these are called the millennials, and their age is 23 to 38. And lastly we have 2000. So we in this year we have born 1997 to 2012, and as for now, as you can see, this graph is defined for 2019. So their age is 7 to 22. Maximum the age is 7 to 22. So you can see that this analysis is specially designed for 2019 year. Obviously now it is 2022, so their ages can be added. It's just a simple maths. So, it might not surprise you that both the young and the old are on the internet in large numbers, and the millennials stand out for their technology use. But older generations are rapidly evolving in their technology usage. So, a few statistics make this point. Number one is obviously your smartphone usage, that is over 92% of millennials own smartphones, and compared to 75% of generation X and 67% of baby boomers and 30% of silents. So what does this tells you? This tells you that 92% of the millennials own a smartphone, and 75% of Generation X own a smartphone, 67% of baby boomers, and 30% of silents, and so on. So social media usage. Social media include your Facebook, your Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all of the social sites. Okay. So 85% of the millennials use social media. And who are the millennials? You have to remember the definition. Who are the millennials? Millennials are who are born in 1981 to 1996, and the age will be from 23 to 38 at 2019. Okay. So 85% of millennials use social media, 75% of Generation X, 57% of baby boomers, and 23% of silents. They are use social media. And lastly, smartphone, only internet usage, only internet, not the other features of a smartphone. Like obviously smartphone has a lot of other features apart from social media, apart from internet, like your camera, video recording, calling, texting, um, editing. Apart from this, only social usage. So 28% of millennials are smartphones, only internet users. And again, the sequence continues. 18% Generation X, 13% boomers, and 8% of silence. So, what interesting to note is that for all these groups, technology usage has increased significantly from 2005 to 2018. So, this is a graph that shows what I told you in my previous slide, that the millennials lead on some technology adoption measures, but boomers and Generation X are also heavy adopters. So this is again a research that is done by the Pew Research Center, that in 2011 to 2018, the own a smartphone, millennials own a smartphone, 92% millennials own a smartphone, and their age is written, how in which year they are born is written below millennial. Then the Generation X, all of the ages of the range of their year are written in this slide, and the usage. So similarly, graph continues. Number one is own a smartphone, then own a tablet computer, then use social media. So I can explain social media, maybe all the rest are very easy. So from 2005 to 2018, this graph is based. So 81 to 85% millennial use a social media, then 64 to 75% Generation X uses social media, then 40 to 57% boomer user social media, and lastly 15 to 23% silence user social media. So that's all from my side. And if you have any question and if you want to ask me anything, then you can comment me and kindly subscribe to my channel, and please press the bell icon. It can help me a lot. And kindly do suggest me how can I improve my videos. Thank you.